Hope everyone is having a good day, guys. Welcome back to the Adam C. Moreno Show. I want us to have a couple conversations today. One, about Kamala Harris. Two, about Nicole Shanahan. And three, about what is inside an Oreo that makes it terrible for us, but also makes it withstand insane heat temperatures. Okay, this is really interesting. But I want to start with Kamala Harris because, for one, a lot of people don't know this. This is a joke, by the way. But Kamala Harris is star vice president. Yeah, after November 5th, we've we haven't heard from her in not only so long, but the frequency of which she used to speak, and she used to talk about, "Oh my gosh, I'm so for the American people. I'm an America first person. Like I don't care if I win or lose. I'm always going to be fighting for you no matter what. I'm going to be dying and I'm going to be working until the day I die." All this stuff. And yet after she lost, where'd she go? She kind of disappeared. But why do I have this graph here that I made? Very proud of it. But why do I have this graph here that says $20 million? Well, it's because Kamala Harris recently made headlines for the first time since November 5th, really. But she made headlines because book publishers are offering her $20 million for an inside look at President Biden's White House. According to reports, especially from the Daily Mail, which broke this story, they said Kamala Harris is set to receive a whopping $20 million from a top book publisher for a chance to peek into the skeletons of President Biden's White House. Now, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I was reminded of this headline from the Babylon Bee a couple months ago that says Kamala Harris announces all new original book, which was The Art of the Deal. And obviously this is all fun and games because again, it is the Babylon Bee, but it's astonishing how like I don't know about you. I just caught this a couple of days ago in one of my last videos because Unusual Wells reported breaking Kamala Harris considering a couple things. One, she's going to run again in 2028. She's going to or run for governor in California in 2026. Or three, get out of politics altogether and cash in. Right, these are the options. And if you guys don't recall what I said in the video, I'll play it real quick. Check this out. And number three, get out of politics altogether and cash in. I don't know if I've ever said this on a video before, but you know what I imagine? Like real talk. I don't think Kamala Harris is going to run again. I really don't. But I do think she's going to write a book about it. I think she's going to write a book about running and this historic rate or this historic campaign with President Biden and being the first woman vice president. All right. There you go. I'm not saying I caught it, not at all. But Kamala Harris, I think, is doing what soon to be former vice presidents do. They go and they write a book and they sell their information and they get more publicity, making them more famous than they already are, making more money than they already have. And it's crazy. But look at some of the comments here from Colin Rugg, who I saw this. He said, Kamala Harris had to make upwards of $20 million from book publishers following her failed 2024 presidential run, according to the Daily Mail. And he says maybe she can use it to pay off all the debt she racked up after she blew through $1.5 billion. And you know what? I actually didn't include this, but I just tweeted about Kamala Harris right now. Let me bring that up real quick. Yeah, this is what I tweeted. I said, people don't give Kamala Harris enough credit. You have any idea how hard it is to spend $1.5 billion and still lose? That is remarkably impressive. It really is. Right. Also, this was a little sneak peek. This was the skeleton of the picture that I made for. I think it's going to be on the thumbnail. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, this is the original picture. Pretty proud of it. But yeah, and some of these comments are also following like the same exact thing. Like someone saying, I wouldn't read her book even if it was free. Someone else is saying money laundering. I love this idea. This is from Burt Macklin _FBI, obviously a parody account. But she said, she continues to prosper from failure, Colin. Maybe she can use that money to pay off her campaign's debt. Colin says, Burt, that was a brilliant original thought. And you know what I love? In a very similar post right above it from Brianna Morello, who obviously is talking about the same thing. The publisher is looking for Harris to detail her time in the White House. But she goes on, she kind of goes back in time a bit. Barack and Michelle Obama landed a $65 million advance in 2017. Okay. Bill Clinton received $10 million in advance in 2001. And she ends with follow the money. Okay. And I love that one of the top comments here is, wasn't her campaign $20 million overspent? Wasn't it $20 million in debt so she can pay it back? It absolutely was $20 million in debt. And this is just crazy. It's just crazy. Like, the fact that Kamala Harris is, for one, she goes everywhere and still is still playing this game of saying, like, I'm still in the fight. She's continuing to send these emails saying, I'm still in the fight. You gotta keep donating and giving money, all these things. If you go to kamalaharris.com, it'll still prompt you with this saying, our fight continues. If you are able, please donate today. Da 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 da. And again, I don't think there's anything wrong with this, but let's be real. Like, are you saying the fight continues because you are still imagining pushing forward the interests that you imagine for this country, and you're going to seek re-election? Is that where or you're going to seek, the office of the presidency again? Is that the fight that you're referring to, or are you doing this because you are trying to pay off your massive debt because you spent $1.5 billion and you lost? I don't know. I just I crave transparency so much in this world. And again, I'm not trying to shame Kamala Harris for asking for money. Money is hard to make. I get it. All these things require a collective force. I understand, but I just wish there was some honesty here. Like, Elon Musk was so clear whenever he started, like, this America pack, right? Like, let me see if I can bring it up real quick. America pack, right? See right here, America PAC. PAC founded by Elon Musk to support candidates who champion secure borders, sensible spending, safe cities, fair justice system, free speech, and self-protection. Like, this is so clear, right? Elon Musk isn't trying to hide anything. He's not saying, like, yeah, you know what, this money may or may not go to this and that. Yeah, he's actually even saying, like, you know what, I actually want money to go towards more sensible, moderate candidates in blue cities who may not have the adequate chance of actually electing someone who's, like, not a Democrat, or who's not, or who's a Republican. Like, let me see if I could find it real quick. Yes, here it is. I am fast. Look at this. Wall Street Mav said, the next 2 years sound awesome. Quote, can you imagine what the next 2 years are going to be like? There's a tweet from an individual who threatens members of the Republican side with a primary. They succumb. And Elon Musk responds saying, oh, forgot to mention, I'm also going to be funding moderate candidates in heavily Democrat districts so that the country can get rid of those who don't represent them. Oof. Like a beep. I don't say bad words, so we're beeping that word out. But isn't this good? Like, Elon Musk is so. I know a lot of people criticize him heavily. Like, the Democrats, I hate this man. Like, I believe I just posted this on my community post. Let me see if I could bring it up really fast. Yeah, it's crazy because people are criticizing Elon Musk for, obviously, being a billionaire and saying, like, oh my gosh, he's a billionaire who runs the Republican Party. This is crazy. Meanwhile, the Republican Party is like this is like, there's no transparency. And again, going back to something that Nicole Shanahan has said, like, it's incredibly frustrating because like, top level Democrats hide what they're doing in such a way that it just doesn't exist to the Democrat base. Yet the people who are on top of the media funnel for Democrats, all they do is talk about the bad that the side does, and it's just so dishonest, and it makes me upset. But I love that Elon Musk is trying to. He's not even the fact that he's still trying to fund more moderate, more common sense candidates. I don't know about you, but this is good, and I love how America's. I believe one of their previous biographies were like, you were about common sense, right? Like, secure borders. Oh, it makes sense. Oh yeah, the government should probably limit the spendings. right? This beautiful country should probably have safe cities. Like, why is it wrong that we're asking for a fair justice system? You know what I mean? Like, free speech and censorship. Censorship is not a good idea, and the only way to eliminate bad speech is with better speech. Like, yeah, this is a good idea. And I love that this idea is continuing to promote, but also it's very clear. And again, going back to Kamala Harris, like, her platform is the opposite of clear. It's the opposite of transparent. Like what fight is continuing? Because if that's your website right now, is it because you're wanting to run again, or is it because you spent $20 million that you didn't have, and you spent $1 billion that you promised to get results and that didn't happen? And it's just it's crazy to me. It's crazy. And even people on the Democratic side are saying the same exact thing, right? Like, you see this from Lindy Lee. We shared this video yesterday in the show, but she said DNC fundraiser this is a headline from Fox News. It's saying DNC fundraiser roast party's delusions about a Kamala Harris political comeback. And this is saying this is not what America wants. Is it? I don't know. Again, my perspective was, I do think Kamala Harris could make a comeback, but it'd be the same thing as, like, oh, I saw this incredible video, and it was a woman talking about how she's so grateful to God that President Trump lost in 2020, and I'm so glad that I remember this right now. But and I don't think I don't think I can find that video, because I don't even know if I liked it. But this woman was saying, "I'm so, like, honest. I'm so grateful to God that President Trump lost in 2020 to Joe Biden, because had President Trump won in 2020, then the past 4 years would have looked exactly like what 2016 to 2020 looked like, and there was still so much corruption, and there was a lack of transparency, and there was such a disconnect between the GOP and the American people." And she was saying how, like, Joe Biden winning in 2020 and doing all this, and then President Trump creating this incredible coalition of people where he has brainiacs like Elon Musk and Vivek and Tulsi and RFK Jr. And now all these people who are just so much more moderate, that are really representative of what this country looks like today. It's just it just blows my mind, because this woman was saying how, like, I'm grateful that he lost, because had he not lost, he wouldn't have come to these revelations that people are attracted to now in 2024. So in that sense, I'm really grateful that happened as well. I think I'm a very similar position. I'm grateful that he lost, because I'm so happy that all of this happened. Like, even with my guy, Mr. Robert Kennedy Jr. Like, had President Trump won in 2020, this would not exist. Kennedy Maha, this Kennedy Trump thing, like, this would not have been a thing. This opportunity to make America healthy again, this opportunity to get bad food out of schools, this opportunity to restrict access from being able to use taxpayer money on food that is toxic and bad for us. Like, all those problems would have just continued to exist had President Trump just been reelected outright. But the fact that he lost, and the fact that we had this incredible campaign with RFK Jr. from the past 2 years, and him, obviously going through what he went through, and then finally going into, not MAGA, but Maha. I think it's just it's incredible. It's remarkable. It's beautiful, I'd even say. Now, obviously, speaking on Maha, I saw this because Nicole Shanahan was speaking with, I believe Turning Point is having a conference, and they have, like, a bunch of incredible speakers, and we have Nicole Shanahan, and I love what she said. This is just a 30-second clip, but I think it's really incredible. So check this out.
Enslavement is avoidable, and sickness is one of the ugliest forms of slavery. just like those kids I saw in Asia who were crippled by their adult caregivers in order for them to make a profit, so too are our children. Our children have become slaves of the system that looks at them in dollars and not the divine souls that they are. Yeah.
Wow. Isn't that so powerful? Nicole Shanahan says, our children have become slaves of the system that looks at them in dollars and not the divine souls that they are. Geez, and this reminds me of something that RFK Jr. said. I don't know how recently he said this, but he said that the most profitable thing in America is a sick child. And it's just crazy. It's wild. Some of the top comments are saying, "I just adore her." Judy says, "This girl is a gift to all of us." I really hope Nicole Shanahan does something with President Trump. I hope she's part of I would love if she was part of his administration, but I would also understand if she chooses not to be because, like, I do think she has an incredible chance of running for governor in California in 2026, and I believe that. I think that's incredible, but yeah, it's crazy. So another thing that's happening online today, and this is probably me wrapping it up, but guys, Oreo is under fire. Literally, Oreo is under fire, and again, this goes back into our conversation about making America healthy again, but this video went absolutely viral on Twitter, and check this out. It's about a minute long, but this guy is reacting to a video of a blowtorch just hitting Oreos, and it's making us think about, like, this guy's caption is, like, "WTF is in an Oreo, and and what are we putting in our body?" Checks out.
0.1 second.
Right?
0.5 second. 1 second.
Right. I'm actually gonna limit the volume just because I'm not sure if it'll get copyrighted. But again, like it's a blowtorch and an Oreo, and the fact that this Oreo is withstanding so much insane heat is just making people speculate. Like, wait a second, what are we putting in our body? It's the same argument that exists with Coke. Have you ever seen like a like, there's this thing that's really popular. It's like, "Oh, this is how you clean Oreos," or "This is how you clean a penny. If you have a dirty penny, this is how you clean it. You put it in a glass cup, and then you put some Coca-Cola inside it, and then you let it sit for, like, an hour, and then see what it does. It actually cleans off all the erosion. It makes the penny look very shiny." But then the argument is, like, what is inside of Coca-Cola that makes it clean a penny? Let me see if I can look it up real quick. Coca-Cola cleaning penny, right? Just so I can see a picture. Yes, here it is. Look at this. I just typed this in on Google real quick. All right, pour out a glass of your cola. Step 3, cover one side of each coin. All right, and pop your coins into a glass of Coke. And this is what happens. It literally just cleans it like night and day. But then the argument is, what is inside of Coke that it is doing to this penny, and what does it do inside of us in our body? And this is the same exact argument that people are really speculating with Oreo, and it is just insane. Oh, look at this. This MD said, "I've heard for years that Oreo contains a flame retardant, but I never believed it." Huh. That'd be crazy. Someone else says, "If you're eating Oreos and drinking Red Bull, you might want to stop your snacking for a second and watch this." Someone else says, "Why don't they make the whole plane out?" This is just crazy. But nonetheless, this is the conversation that's being had today. Another important conversation that was last updated 39 minutes ago was Congress passes passes the last CR bill that President Trump has actually now endorsed, and Elon Musk has also endorsed it. It looks like they trimmed all the fat, and looks like Musk is applauding Speaker Johnson right here. So that's pretty. And that sounds good to me. There's other creators who are actually going through the entire document, and I'm looking forward to their videos to see what's actually being shared. So that's really exciting. But But the news here today is that Congress actually passed it. Right, Charlie Kirk wrote, "Big win for Trump in Congress. He first blocked the awful CR. He now has a clean one with no Democrat pork or member pay raise, including massive economic and disaster aid for farmers and states affected by the hurricanes. He cut the bill 95% in length down from 1,500 pages. He eliminated the J6 committee protection provision and then cut out a State Department agency associated with censorship." This is such a win right here. Like, if you don't care about anything else, the fact that, like, if you are just someone who is very pro speech, the fact that they cut out a State Department agency associated with censorship, that's kind of a win. Okay, that it's incredible. And he ends off by saying he is already running Congress before he takes office. Wow. This is good stuff. Anyways, that's the video today. Oh my gosh, wait a second. Hold up. Holy smokes. Guys, I'm so sorry. I didn't do the thing. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. You thought I might have forgot. Okay. Also, guys, I'm sorry if I'm like being very annoying about my newsletter, trying to get people to subscribe. I've just become really, really passionate about this, and I believe that this newsletter could actually end up doing so much good and helping people get their day started by having some more consumable news. And I really think that this publication could actually do something and make an impact in a meaningful way. And that's why I'm encouraging people to sign up for it, because I think this could become something incredible. Like, I really do. And yeah, it's completely free to sign up. Obviously, there's a paid option if you really want to support and push this work forward, but nonetheless, it's free. And guys, that's the whole conversation I wanted to have today. I wanted us to talk about Kamala Harris and what people are saying about her and this insane book deal of $20 million. And I'd love to know what your thoughts are on it. Like, do you think she should take it? Do you think Kamala Harris would write a New York Times bestselling book? I know she would. I really do, just because she has the name recognition, she has the story. Of course, I might buy that book as well, and I just think it'll be interesting. So unlike Gunther Eagleman, I would read her book if it was free, personally. But let me know what you think about it. Is this corrupt? Should she not be able to do this? Let me know, and also let me know what you think about. Let's see. Let's see. Let me know what you think about this. I know we had this mini conversation regarding President Trump needing to lose in 2020 so we could have this incredible restorative, transformative personal process that would actually lead to an incredible, beautiful campaign in 2024, which obviously included RFK Jr. And I'd love that framework where it's like no, this wasn't ideal, and obviously it was. There was a lot of setbacks along the way, and obviously there was multiple assassination attempts, and all these things obviously break my heart, and they shouldn't have happened. But the fact that all these things did happen and people remain joyful and people remain full of purpose is so incredibly profound to me. And that is really, really exciting. So let me know what you thought about that and whether or not you are in agreement or disagreement with me. And let me know if you agree with Nicole Shanahan, if you think that children have become the slaves of a system that looks at them in dollars. And I love that she used the word divine here, because really, I just love talking about the divinity of this uh, of of humanity, and I just think it's beautiful. But let me know what you think about that, and let me know also what you think about obviously the CR bill. I wanted to mention the Oreo thing first, but definitely let me know what you think about Oreos and whether Oreos they got to make a change. They got to make a change to make America healthy again, because I don't know about you, but this is not okay. This should never be okay, and we got to fix that 100%. And also let me know what you think about this huge win for Trump in Congress through Congress. Okay. And subscribe to the newsletter. Okay. I hope you guys are having a great day. It's officially 5 days till Christmas. I am so pumped. I am so ready for this Christmas season. I'm excited. I just bought some more things on Amazon. You know what I was thinking today? It was that like I'm just praising the Lord so much for Amazon and Jeff Bezos for creating such a gift that allows me to buy the things that I want and get it sent over here on Amazon. Because guys, if it wasn't for Amazon, I would have to be at Ross and Target endlessly and stay in line for 3+ hours just to buy something and give other people something and express my generosity in that way. And it is just insane. Should I mention something else too? Like I actually let me bring up one of my tweets just because I love casting vision for the future. I really do. And just so we're all just so I'm clear, I have really big plans for this year. I have big plans for this channel, for this community, and for this newsletter. And here are some of them. I just posted this on Twitter recently, or X, and it was, I love building in public. So here are some of my goals for 2025. 1, publish YouTube videos 2 to 3 times a day. I'm very excited about that. Send the newsletter out 3 times a week. So excited. I do want to get on legacy media. But just so my family gets it, really. And I also want to expand the team to give incredible people incredible jobs while also helping reach more people. Here's my philosophy a bit. There are people who find jobs, and I love that. But then there are people who have the gifting of creating jobs for other people. And if you ask me, I think I'm on that side. I think I have this I believe I have the ability to create incredible jobs for incredible people, and I'm leaning into that. And I believe me and many other people are going to change the world through these videos, through the media that we're going to produce, through our commitment to honesty, transparency, but also through our commitment to optimism and joy and a hope through all the chaos that we see in our day to day. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes whenever you look at the news, it's kind of depressing. But honestly, you need to be excited about life. You need to believe that this life is beautiful, and you need to believe in the good of this future. To me, that's just some of my core values, and I believe through those core values, you could have real impact in this space. And that's just something that I'm excited about. So anyways, that's the whole video. Thank you so much. I really wanted this video to be 10 minutes long. I am so sorry. But so it's almost 30 minutes now. Anyways, that's the video. 5 days till Christmas. I hope this video finds you well, and I will see you all next time. Hope you have a great day, and I just love you guys. All right, I'll see you next time. Episode's over already? Jeez, that was fast. Well, they say beautiful things do not last forever, but feel free to watch and listen to another one of these episodes if you're interested in those conversations as well. Also, this next part is huge. Make sure to obliterate that like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never skip a beat. I also have a newsletter where we dive into the news, politics, and ideas that shape our future. If you're interested in signing up, I'd really appreciate that. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you next time.